Hi and welcome to Almatoros channel. Yeah, today I'm creating the video from the sea and I'm using a specific limiter on my Boss PR80. That's why I'm trying to whisper. That's the first attempt to record whisper from seashore. So it's a kind of test, I like to do a lot of testing. I feel sometimes like I'm doing ASMR testing on my channel. So I enabled limiter on my Boss PR80. From behind you can see that we have a sea. And the weather today is so shiny. It's 27 degrees of Celsius. And it should be a lot of S's here. As I hear all here. Yeah, already here. Those S's. I mean the sound S, not my S. Once again, those words are killing me. So I'm really curious, does it sound good or not? I will use the deesser to remove so much S from here. I can see some girls sitting around me and making yoga. I can switch my camera right now, but there are only few people around me here. As I said previously, the weather today is so shiny, so that's why I'm creating a whisper video for you. So, what's new? I don't know what to say what's new. My idea was not talking about my life, but about something interesting. But is there something interesting in my life? I really don't know, because my life is so boring here. I'm just sitting every day, almost full day, with my laptop and seeking for some job and things to do. Yeah, that's called a freelance life. When you're looking for new orders. No, yeah. Seems that I tried before recording this video to speak Polish, and now I feel embarrassed because I'm switching to Polish every time. My thoughts are changing. As you can see today, the sea is not so stormy. There are not so many waves here, as you can see. And that's really good, because when we have a lot of waves and really windy weather, it's so hard to record. Even soft-spoken ASMR, I'm not talking about whisper. It's not possible to record whisper when it's really windy and a lot of waves. So I'm recording with limiter on. Let me check my settings, because I will forget it, I'm sure. So compressor is enabled. Threshold is set to 40. Release to 15. Limiter. Oh, I mean that my limiter is on, not the compressor. Tone 0 limiter is on. And I feel like I hear the whisper very clean. But what about surrounding noises? Are they louder than my whisper or not? Or maybe it's not easy to hear me, or maybe it would be better to use the soft-spoken English. some of my viewers prefer when I'm using soft spoken. So when I'm using dynamic mic, it's a PV535. I'm not sure it should be. Let me check. Yes, just PVM535. So I'm using soft-spoken words, and because of the proximity effect, I'm sitting so close to my dynamic mic. The sound should be more bummy. I mean, it should be more low frequencies inside my voice when I'm using dynamic mic. My idea was to sit closer to mic and to make sure it's recording my voice, and those background noise would be a lot more silent, lower volume. That's why I switched to dynamic mic, because condenser mic is very wonderful to record the sound with all surrounding, but when you need to cut the background, like in Photoshop to remove the background, so you need to make your voice louder and surrounding make on lower volume, and that's a problem because it's not easy to find this difference. Also, I'm wearing these small headphones from Samsung Galaxy S7, I think so. They are pretty old, and they are not describing how does it sound really, because I have so understanding how it's recorded. That's always the problem. It's when I get back home and starting to listen what I've recorded. So I hear that if my headphones better, it would be better sound. And but what can I do? It's so many waves noise right now around me, and I hear it definitely much more than my voice. Let me increase the volume, maybe it would help. Oh, yeah, I definitely hear a lot of noise. Check. And it looks like right now behind me someone is driving. I don't know how it's called, the C-bike. You could see it right now, yes, right behind me. And it produces a lot of noise too. Yeah, noises around us. There are a lot of noises. So I'm trying to avoid to record those noises and make my voice heard better. But it's always a kind of surprise, because you could hear a noise and all background in my voice. So for around 10 minutes I'm talking about nothing, like in every my video, That's because my English is broken, yeah. It's how to figure out how to find those words to describe the reality around me. Yeah, as you remember, I'm using Russian in my regular life, and it's easier for me to use Polish, because I know this language from my childhood, and I'm using English only from from school, yeah. As I previously told you, a lot of people are learning English in school in Belarus. And in Russia, I think so, but in Belarus, I lived in Belarus, so I could tell you about the Belarus only. And still, this language is not widely used in Belarus because many people are just embarrassed to speak English. Yeah. You know, when when you are native in your language and then you need to use another one, which I learned studying, it's always kind of pressure. Yeah. And you're always curious if I'm sounding enough good for natives, for someone who's speaking English in regular life. Yes, it's a nervous process. That's why a lot of people are even not trying to speak English, even though they are studying English in school. Yeah, I was describing this in previous videos, you know. So you could hear that limiter is producing a lot of noises, so I'm not sure about this experiment. I will try to record next one video with a compressor to check how it sounds. But it looks there are a lot of noises. It's not the best option to record. So thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know what do you think about the sound. Is it audible or not? And see you next video. I'm waiting for your comments. I really like to chat with you in messages. So let me know if you would like to chat a little bit in message.